Next up at UFC 280, we have Muhammad Mokaev taking on Malcolm Gordon. Muhammad Mokaev only 7-0 in his career so far, 4-0-1 in his last 5. He's riding a 2-fight UFC win streak. Malcolm Gordon 14-5 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, and he's coming off 2 wins in a row. So Malcolm Gordon able to sort of right that ship. Malcolm Gordon's a black belt. He does have some solid striking. His chin is a little bit suspect. He has a nice high striking guard. He comes forward, but he gets taken down. He literally has a 0% takedown defense. And he's fighting Muhammad Mokaev, who has an insane, what is this average? 11.21 takedowns.
Well, it says there he has a
minutes.
44. Oh, grappling. Sorry. I was about to really get all over you right there. I saw the defense 44, and I was like, hey, you idiot.
No, that's striking defense.
Yeah,
Muhammad Mokaev, insane amount of takedowns, right? He had 12 takedowns in his last fight. And there's 2 things to take away from that. One, his cardio is insane. He'll never stop shooting takedowns, ever. But 2, there's zero reason whatsoever somebody should be able to stand up on you 11 times. That's insane. That's insane. Oh, in a 15.
Have you ever tried to hold down a 12-year-old? You know how hard it is to hold down those little guys. They're squirmy, man. I saw a joke the other day. Would you rather fight 10 100-year-olds or 110-year-olds? That's a big question.
10 100-year-olds.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people were saying 110-year-olds, and I think I lose that 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I swear I don't make it past 7 of them.
Well, 7. Anyway, I think Muhammad Mokaev absolutely is going to win this fight. He's a minus 1,200 favorite, as he should be. I don't think there's going to be many surprises here. We did see Muhammad Mokaev get taken down by Cody Durden in his UFC debut. He submitted him, but he was taken down. Malcolm Gordon averages 2 takedowns per fight. It's not ridiculous if he shoots a takedown, but I just think Mokaev does whatever he wants. So he's the obvious pick. He'll probably be your pick too. What are your thoughts? And I'll tell you what bet I do like.
Yeah, he is going to be my pick, but I'm the only one. I guess I'm the only one that broke down this fight, saw the odds, and when I looked at the odds, they were like minus 600, minus 500, minus 600. And I looked at the odds, and I was like, I think these are wide. And they've doubled. They went to minus 1,200. And the only reason I say that is because Malcolm Gordon, yes, he can't get taken down, but is pretty good at scrambling. And once he ends up on top, you saw that against Figgy, he stays on top. He has very, very good top pressure. So any sort of weird scramble, if Mokaev's on his back, I think Gordon can almost control those positions. And if he starts controlling those positions, all of a sudden this is a very interesting fight. And even on the feet, I feel like Malcolm Gordon is super, super explosive. I mean, he comes in with like flying, running knees, Superman punches. I mean, he does some wild stuff. And all it takes is one. I know these are little dudes, but all it takes is one shot to knock somebody down. So yeah, Mokaev is a play. He should dominate on the ground. But I'm just saying there is a world where Malcolm Gordon comes in and does some weird shit. So, but yeah, Mokaev's a play, and he's in parlays and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and I think you and I completely, I think we're split on this. I like the over 1.5 here. Muhammad Mokaev is a grappling finisher, meaning he's not knocking people out. That's not his thing. He's just grappling, taking you down. If he can catch you in a submission, he will. So, okay, fine. Like, that makes him dangerous to certain people. But Malcolm Gordon is a BJJ black belt, and a pretty good one at that. I think this goes over 1.5. I got no problem with that. I genuinely think it's going to go over.
The issue is, and you brought it up, Mokaev's last fight, he couldn't finish that guy who's not a grappler at all. The difference is that guy was fighting not to get submitted, basically. He was basically fighting not to get submitted, where Malcolm Gordon's going to come in, he's going to try to win the fight. And when you're trying to win the fight and in scrambles you get too aggressive, that's when people get caught in submission. So that's why I feel it's a little bit different in this fight. Malcolm Gordon's aggression is going to hurt him not only in the takedown defense, because he's going to be coming with the strikes and the timing, but also in the scrambles as well.
Yeah, I mean,
that was well said too. I mean, I nailed that.
Wow, look at you. Yeah, you're very well spoken. Absolutely. From the gutters of Indiana to look at you on a podcast.
I actually told a story in Discord today. I grew up rough because we had an ice, the ice maker, and it has cubed and crushed. My dad did not let us use crushed ice because it was going to burn out the motor. So I had to spend my entire childhood with just cubed ice.
Is that really a thing? It's going to burn out the motor?
That's what he said. I don't know.
That's absurd.
Just like when he leaves, when he puts food in a Tupperware container, he leaves it on the counter to get to room temperature before he puts it in the fridge because he feels like the fridge is going to have to work harder if you put warm food in it.
And your last name's not Weinstein?
No. It's
Goldberg?
not. No.
Shmuley? Anyway, $9,600.
You know what's funny about that is a little tangent here. You said Weinstein, and I was thinking of Harvey Weinstein. I was trying to make that connection. I was trying to make like, what does it like? Whoa! And then I got it. But yeah, when that first name, I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Muhammad Mokaev, $9,600 in DraftKings, 100% worth that money. Absolutely, every world.
I agree.
If it's a decision, he's going to score 9 million points. And if there's a stoppage, then you score a bunch of points. Like, he's worth $9,600.
100%. Yeah, I'm actually upset that Magomed fight dropped because I had them stacked up with some good underdogs, some live underdogs. I thought, and I had the best. I literally had the best DraftKings lineup I've ever seen in my life. But
well, I guess we're not going to break that fight down. When I broke that fight down on Sunday, I compared him to Victor Henry. I'm like, he should win. He's the better fighter here. But there's a very long layoff, a lot of weird stuff going on. He might be your Victor Henry parlay buster, so I'm not touching him in parlays or bets, but I did have him in my DraftKings before it dropped.
Except he's the one with the experience, and the other kid was 19 years old, UFC debut.
I get it. I just, after the Victor
Henry that guy
fight,
went toe-to. He knocked out Fiziev and then went toe-to-toe with Brad Riddell.
He didn't knock out Fiziev.
Yeah, he did.
He knocked out Fiziev.
Yeah. Like 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you made it sound. I got you. Sorry, I'm thinking Brad Riddell in his last fight. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
Jesus Christ! I was like, what the fuck?
No, I was thinking Brad Riddell. Anyway, we're way off topic. It's not even this.
This is going to take. This is supposed to be short and sweet. This podcast, not structured, is going to be 5 hours long.
It is structured. Anyway, so Muhammad Mokaev absolutely 100% should be in your DraftKings lineup. Listen, anybody who's not a premium member and you do DraftKings, become a premium member because we give you DraftKings ownership projections. So every single fighter on this card, they're projected ownerships. If you're doing large tournaments, that's obviously very important. We have a DraftKings optimizer, which will build you a lineup. It'll build you 150 lineups. And we have full fighter rankings. So every single fighter in every single price category will be ranked. So when you're building a lineup, you can, who you think should go in there, what your budget looks like, jump into those rankings. And we have our biggest favorite, our fade of the week, and all sorts of content specific to DraftKings. And that's all wrapped in under the premium umbrella. It's $10 a month for that, the bets, and everything else. WeOwnPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Somebody asked, am I locked into a 2-year contract? No, it's month to month, which I thought was a funny question. What?
That's how I get my checks month to month. Can you mod Kim real quick?
The first of the month? Right. I can't. I don't have YouTube open. I can't. Can't you do it?
No, I can't. But it needs to happen.
Okay, I'll do it now. I think I don't know how to do it. Oh, I have to do it on the back end and stuff. Her name is.
I think you just click her name in the chat. You should be able to just click and make mod or something.
It's not.
I can't do it, but
it's not letting me just click her name, and that's not a thing.
Yeah, the 3 dots on the right side, not her name itself. The 3 dots.
Add moderator.
Sorry, guys.
Kim is now moderator.
We got Grandpa. Here we go. We got Papa in here trying to do the internet.
Welcome to adulthood. All right. And guys, we are cleaning up the there's some toxic people we've banned. And I don't even care. Like, you want to disagree. Of course, that's what this is all about. If everybody agreed, this show sucks. No problem disagreeing. I don't even care. We're like, that pick's kind of trash. It's like there's some people that come in here that just live for the negative and they drag you guys down. That's just not going to happen. So clean it up or you'll get the hell out of here. I do not care. Speaking of toxic people, Brandon with the $2 super chat.
This piece of shit.
Which fight gets the Victor Henry treatment? You mean who's the parlay buster? I don't know because a lot of these heavy favorites should
probably that overrated piece of shit. Bulel Muhammad. I'll be honest with you. I mean,
he's not the favorite.
I understand that, but there's so many people, and I just wanted
No,
to
it's
say
like
it.
who's
I'll be honest
who's
with you. I just wanted to say it.
I was gonna say it's like who's a good size favorite? I might be Nikita.
I mean, it could be
Krylov.
Piotr Jan. I mean, if
Actually, it could
Sugar
be.
comes in, I mean, Sugar
It
comes
could be
in and does
Piotr.
what he says he's going to do. I mean, that's
Actually,
the most. That literally is the most
you're right.
unknown situation because you have no idea if Sugar's going to come in and not be that guy, or if he comes in and he could come
But
in
we'll
and
talk
be
about
that
that fight
guy.
when we get to that fight.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
talk that fight.
he could be that guy.
We'll get there. We'll talk about that then. The last thing is these Monkey Knife Fight strike line. This is another tricky line. So Monkey Knife Fight, if you know what that is, it's daily fantasy, and all you need to do is say more or less on how many strikes, total strikes, not significant. Just how many strikes, pitter patter, everything are landed in that fight. 45 for Makayev, 24 for Malcolm Gordon. Those are very low numbers for perspective. But Makayev doesn't it's a ton of grappling, a ton. He's not really, there's not even time to land punches, so he's just diving at legs. What do you think?
Makayev's one of those dudes that could come in and try to show off his striking. I mean, he's one of those guys that's so confident in everything he does. He could just abandon the grappling altogether and try to win a fight striking because he gets bored. I mean, that's how good he is and how confident he is. So
Yeah.
and that's what scares me about this is he could come and dance because he does dance around a little bit and throw some strikes, but that's the only thing that really worries me. Which sounds stupid, but it literally that's a thing sometimes. People are just so dominant that they just want to show off other aspects of how they fight. You saw Chimaev do it.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, against Gilbert Burns, he should have just taken him down and ended it, and he didn't. I'm not going to touch it, especially with Monkey Knife Fight. I'm a big Knockout Kings fan instead, so I'm not going to touch that. But if you guys want to mess with it, if you go to weonpicks.com/MKF, they'll match your deposit. So if you give them 50, they'll give you 50. You give them 100, they'll give you 100. Take that free money, play with some of these lines, and if you lose it, who cares? It wasn't even your money. And if you win, great. You won some more money on top of the free money that they gave you.